All right, Rainier, do you want to tell them what is special about today?
I like first time running.
Why do you want to do a marathon?
Mama didn't get trophies at the and we're gonna have snacks on the way.
Yeah. All right, so you ready to go on the run today?
Uh-huh.
All right. We haven't run in a couple months now, but Rainier, the last time we ran, was asking if he could join us, and this is his first run ever with us, and I think we're going for 3 miles. Does it sound like a long ways or a short ways?
Long ways.
Yes.
It's 6 hours.
No, the marathon is 6 hours.
Oh.
He said, should I wear my boots? Or I can wear my Crocs for the run. But we got some running shoes for you, I think, somewhere in this big old stack. I don't know where they are.
Those might fit me. Yeah. Can I be saying one more
Yeah, what did you want to say?
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Yeah, huh? All right, ready to go?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go. Whoa, he's going fast. We're gonna go all the way up there.
So our GMA cover story, George, the family that ran a marathon.
That a 6-year-old little boy.
This one has a lot of people talking, from social media to celebrity runners.
The bottom line is 6 years old too young to be running a marathon?
Hey, Rainier, the marathon starts in 8 minutes.
I'm not sure if I'm ready.
It's really exciting.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm not sure if I'm ready though.
Yeah? Well, are you gonna be able to go for it?
Yeah.
All right.
There's a lot of people, and then like you're just like thinking about a lot of things.
7, how you feeling? Really ready? It's like the calm before the storm. Deb.
Pretty good.
Did we do everything? Are we forgetting something? Memory.
Excited. It's kind of confusing and a little like scary, especially if you're like shorter.
Eden.
Really good. I always feel like smiling, but it always feels wrong to smile because you're like about to do something.
You're with a ton of people who are all looking a lot more prepared than you.
It just doesn't feel like you should be smiling, but I can't like not smile.
They're stretching, they have these fancy knee bands, these fancy arm bands where they have their phone.
It's really hard not to smile at the starting line for some reason.
You look around and you're just like, we're like the only kids there.
Felia, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really excited.
Andy, how you feeling?
Good.
Hey, hey. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Then you try not to get trampled. Just try and form a bubble around the smallest person and just keep moving.
All right, Rainier. We're going across the White Bridge.
The last time I saw the kids, yeah, we got separated on the first bridge.
I've only run the marathon alone once, and I don't think I ever want to do that again.
There's the first mile.
Now we're working on a second mile.
That's right. There it is.
Rainier, we're going into Kentucky.
I'm Felia and I'm 11.
I'm Memory and I'm 15.
My name is Seven and I'm 17 years old.
I'm Eden and I'm 19.
I'm Dove and I'm 20 years old.
Hi, my name is Cammie and I am 42 years old.
My name is Ben and I'm 42 years old, I think. Are you done with your Nutella yet?
Almost.
All right.
I ran 3 full marathons and 4 half marathons.
I'm not really sure.
Maybe 6 marathons.
But I think about 7 or 8.
Around 5 or 6.
About 8 marathons.
I'm not quite sure.
Kind of lost track.
When I'm running with my small kids, my mind is very much taken over by how are they doing.
How's it taste? Good?
Tastes good.
All right, let's keep on going.
How are they doing mentally? How are they doing physically?
I am gonna have to be pushing my body and our family's bodies harder than I've ever done. And I'm gonna have to be more sensitive and more listening and observing than ever at the same time.
Thank you.
I'm also kind of nervous, so even like for myself, like, am I gonna be able to like be the parent that he needs for that day?
We got some extra mile too. 24 more miles to go.
How much?
24.
But not today.
Today is a road day.
That's right.
So my first marathon, I was 8 years old, and my dad asked me if I wanted to do this, and I was like, yes, I do.
And 7's younger than me, so I was like, well, wait a minute, like if he can do that, then I have to do it.
And I also heard that there would be like a lot of snacks. I remember it being like really hard, harder than I thought it would be.
I do remember being really, really nervous.
It was just like really grueling.
I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it.
But it was just like really fun.
It's my honor to give you your Flying Pig Marathon medal. You girls are amazing. Do you know how few people your age could even do that? I love what you do as a family.
Man, well, thank you so much.
Yeah. I may see you again.
I didn't really want to not be a part of this. Like, it just seemed like such a cool event.
Instead of forcing kids to run, The trick has been to make it look appealing and then just create an open space of invitation where they can join if they want to.
I learned how to run. I even learned how to like it.
The more you do it, the more like easier it is.
It's almost boring now.
Get to the party section of the race, come on.
Alright, we'll keep on walking.
Awesome job, guys. It's like you have to rolling bridge.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Spirits are very high right now.
Dun, dun, dun. Good job.
First 5 miles usually go by very, very quickly. Like, especially the first mile, it's just done before you even know it. You're like, oh, look, we've already done a mile.
You're just getting carried by the excitement.
You're not sore yet.
Yeah, you're just really wading through people and trying not to get run over still.
You don't even feel like you're running because the external stimuli.
You feel like you can go anywhere in a way.
We're coming to Ohio!
But you also have this weight on you.
Because like you know, this is like the freshest you're gonna feel.
Yeah, you don't know like what to expect really in marathons.
It's mostly fun so far.
Do you think you're gonna be able to do it?
Yeah. Mile 4.
All right, what do we got? First piece of candy for the day?
Yep.
Here we go. You got it.
Okay, got it?
Morning, Crawford.
Oh, good morning. Crazy the amount of people cheering here and that are cheering him on.
When we run, we hold hands, especially with the younger kids. And it feels like, in a very like literal way, you're passing energy through your arm to them, like they're taking a piece of you. It wears you out. Like, it's not the same as running alone where you can just do whatever you want. You're like literally tied to this person.
Mile 5. Let's go, guys. Woo!
There's water here.
How are you feeling right now? Okay. How are you feeling? All right, good.
Seeing Rainier running is so crazy.
With his little body is pretty magical.
Oh my goodness, the smallest one yet, baby. There we go. Come on.
Like every one of us has taken running differently, and it's really interesting to see how he runs.
He can understand a lot.
I feel like he was parented differently, than all of us when we first started running.
Not like that. She'll take it from you. Here, I'll show you.
What?
He's really good at like communicating when he wants to stop.
All right, let's go right now.
He knows what he wants. He knows his pace. He knows what he can do.
He's very verbal about how much he understands about like what he's feeling. Like last time we were running, I was like, all right, let's go. We've been running for like almost 2 hours now. And he's like, you know, your legs are like twice as long as mine. So just so you know, like, and I was like, yeah, I know. But yeah, okay. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be something.
Hey, we'll see you at Plaything. Yeah. That guy is at Plaything.
We are at mile 6. I'm feeling a little tired, but nothing like unusual.
If we do another 6 miles, then we'll be halfway.
Love me strong, take you like for the kiss.
Yeah, we're at mile 7.
How do you feel?
Really good. I'm doing really good so far.
Yeah, there we go, mile 7. Now he's saying he's hungry, so we're gonna have to find some food here sometime soon.
Oh, I've seen him like just knock out 10 miles and...
All right.
All he talks about is like what we eat. He doesn't talk about the mileage. He doesn't talk about like his legs hurting.
I did so much. I did the Jellyland too.
Yeah, you did.
He's just like, oh, that smoothie was really good, or can we go eat fries, or like, you know, the food.
Anything you want to say about running, or what your favorite part is?
My favorite part is getting the candy.
No chocolate mint? Woo! Looking good! Yeah!
All right, ready? All right, let's, oh, no. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Just about to cross mile 8, feeling really good. Moving a little slow, but still full of energy, so that's good. Got about 18 miles to go, right? Yeah, 18.2 to go. This is also around where the half marathoners split from the full marathoners.
When the half marathon people split off from the full marathoners, we always like get like lots of like, oh, like, what are you doing looks.
It's weird to see like people going different ways. And there's a lot less people, so it's just easier to move around.
All right, we're like the only people here now.
People all think we're doing the half marathon. It's a lot less impressive, obviously, so they're just like, don't even care. And then when we split off, they're like, whoa, you guys are doing the full thing.
So it feels like pretty gratifying.
It's a little like sad.
This is the moment I see it in all my kids' faces. It's game time. We're doing this now. Let's go.
All right, this is where it gets real. We're done with the balloons. The balloons serve their purpose. Bye, balloons.
Somebody else can use those balloons now.
That's right.
We just passed this crowd of people cheering us on, and there was this little girl that looked just Rainier's age, and her face was like
And then I looked back and I saw her talking to her mom. And you just wonder, like, how does that sit with the kid later on in life? Like,
see you next year.
It's pretty cool, I think.
Some people are like really surprised.
Some people are like pretty blown away by it.
Impressed.
And then just like people looking at us like we're crazy. In a good way most of the time. They're like, what? This is just like crazy. You guys are doing this. Like, good job. Keep going.
Or like weirded out. They're like, how'd you do that?
People will ask us, are you training for the marathon? And we'll say, yeah, we're training for the marathon. And people are like, oh, cool. And then they'll be like, the whole thing?
Then people say, good job. It feels like I go faster and faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's way more obnoxious than a regular bathroom. Regular dirty bathroom.
Getting taking care of business though, huh?
We were zooming.
I'll do it. They're all the way up there. Gotta catch up.
Good job.
Thank you.
Is that trail mix?
Yeah. They're one of my favorites.
First time marathoner. Good job today.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
When it's 10 miles, you just need to do like 2 10s and a 6. You have a mile, we got to mile 11, we just passed it, and we have 15 more miles to go.
How do you feel about that?
Kind of crazy. You only need to do like 2 10 miles ones and 1 6 mile. My legs are finally getting into pain.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a rainbow popsicle.
This is further than our training runs at this point.
Oh yeah.
During the marathon, I'm thinking of myself. Are my legs working? Are my feet doing okay? Am I staying hydrated? And then I'm thinking about the entire group.
Robin is our power-up station.
Is the group doing okay? Is the group staying hydrated? Are people getting blisters? Is people's morale good?
Okay, we got a little secret weapon here. We've never tried this before. Cammie, what are we doing?
We're doping our kid up.
Hey, there's a police officer right there.
I mean, we're giving him Tylenol.
And there's like all these moving parts all the time. Are people eating enough? Like, are they warm enough? Are they cold enough?
Good job.
Almost. Kind of. All right. Don't pour that on them.
Tiny bit.
All right. Now power up.
Oh my God.
What has she done?
Because if they don't drink enough or eat enough, 2 hours later, they'll crash, and by then it's too late.
Time to go, Rainier.
Take a couple shifts to go. Thank you.
Ran the whole thing?
He's doing the whole thing. So.
I'm impressed.
Me too.
I'm impressed. Good job.
You are doing great. Good job. I think there's people that think we're harming the kids, especially like the younger ones.
Rainier is saying that his legs are hurting now, and he's going a little slower. Feeling it starting to set in here.
Like, this is an adult thing, not a kid thing. It's getting to the point where he's running further than he is used to running. It's like you never really know. You have to really watch him and listen to him, watch his body language to figure out if he's like starting to like mentally decline. So that means it's gonna be a little more challenging, I think. for him and for us to keep moving, but I think we can do it. He'll say like, I can't do this, this is too hard. And we'll try to like give him like little baby steps. 26 miles, I can't do 26 miles.
Do you think you can keep on going?
Okay, how about 1 more mile? 1 more mile, Rainier, and then let's see.
I hope.
Yeah, I think you can.
And then you just keep doing that, but really you're just like making it in these like bite-sized pieces so that he doesn't get overwhelmed.
What's crazy about this spot is when he was a baby, he met us right here.
Oh, wow.
Our previous marathons, Rainier has always sat on the sidelines and he's watched us run by.
Hi! We'll see you in a little bit, okay?
And he cried while we ran away from him.
Hey, Rainier!
He begged us to run. Like, we'd come back from these runs and he'd say, can I run?
Maybe when I'm 6 I can run the marathon.
Yeah.
I don't even think he knew what we were doing or how hard it was, but he wanted to be a part of it.
But that's going to be a long time until the next marathon.
I know.
I see just this carefree kid who wants this medal and wants to be with his siblings too, who have all done this thing that he hasn't.
Why do you want to run a marathon?
I mean, like, I never won it before.
Such a simple goal, and like he's not tracking calories, he's not like trying to get skinnier, he's not even trying to get stronger, he just wants this medal.
I love watching Rainier's face, like when he gets to do something with us.
You want a marathon with her?
But his legs weren't big enough and he couldn't do it. And I don't think we had the patience.
Maybe someday soon.
It was on his birthday when he turned 6, like 4 months ago. And I brought the idea up to Cammie.
I was like, oh, are you sure? Like, it just felt like a really big chore. My first response was like, no.
The decision to do the marathon and the hundreds of hours of training created a bonding and a joint activity.
And I think there was like this other part of me that just like knew he was right.
It was just like, were we gonna let him know it was possible or we were willing to?
Why? Why wait another year? If Rainier wants to run, and if we have the ability to help him do that, then why not?
I just wanted to give it a go. See if I can get the medal.
That is really crazy.
When you were a little baby, you came and visited us on the marathon right here.
With Mommy and Papa.
And we visited you, and now you're running it. Saying his legs are hurting.
Halfway done. There's the 13 mile right there, you see it? Just running with someone who's smaller than you, a lot smaller than you, and you just kind of have to take a step back and be like, oh, what's it like for this person to be running? It's like obviously a lot more work.
OMG, you go, kid. That is so cool. We've done 13 miles, halfway in. Feel pretty good still, so that's good. Rainier's hanging in there.
How does it feel to like run with everyone in your family together?
It's really awesome most of the time. Other times it's kind of like hard because I feel like I have to stick with them.
That is impressive.
It's like
10 a.m.
Does that feel better?
This is the first point where he's kind of hitting a wall, an emotional wall, where it's getting hard. It's getting really hard. So Ben was just trying to talk with him, trying to get him in a better headspace. You know, there is some pushing that we got to do with him if he wants to finish this, but if he needs to rest, we'll let him rest.
Okay. At the next water station, I think we gave your hair. What do you think about that plan?
But the other big thing that we do is we give him whatever the hell he wants.
Oh my goodness. Look what I see up here. Come here. Look. Look what is over there.
Only the 14.
No, over there.
The playground.
If he wants treats, if he wants Gatorade, if he wants to rest for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down this
Like, we let him decide, what do you want? What do you need?
And on your first marathon. There's a put on you went on your first marathon. And there's a slide you went down.
How was that playground?
Oh, I believed it.
Yep, are you ready? All right, let's go. Yeah? All right. Dude, we're at mile 14.
We really care about listening to our kids. We do not want to dominate their will. We want to let them decide things on their own. It's their body. Like, they can figure out, we can help them, but they can figure out what they need. They actually know what they need.
How do you feel now?
I don't know.
Me neither.
But I'll tell you what, that's a lot harder to do a marathon with a small kid with that parenting style. We're gonna go so much slower than we're used to. And they're gonna actually have as much of a say as we do.
Yeah, we could use some healing. Oh, bacon station ahead.
Yeah,
all right, one piece. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have bacon.
Like, when I first ran a marathon, I was like, oh, this is gonna make me a badass. Like, this is gonna look cool to my friends and family and the bystanders.
4, 3.
Rainier doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks. He doesn't even know that it's, like, impressive.
We are at mile 15. You'll see right up here, we turn around.
He just wants the medal, like, for himself.
All right. Great job, dude. Good stretches.
I get used to seeing big people run. They all kind of run in this way where they have this purpose and this efficiency and this determination.
He's on, okay? Okay.
He just kind of like floats and flops around in this way that just, it's like unlike anything I've ever seen.
Andy, how you feeling?
Good. guess it kind of starts a little further back with just like watching your family do these things over, you know, X number of years. For that like whole time, I always just thought like, well, rad, good for them. You know, like I could never do that. The more I kind of like watched to like, you know, see how he was doing it and the perspective that he had on it, that it was like fun for him and the way that he like gamified it, it made, I don't know, it kind of sparked something for me. And I was like, shit, dude, if the 6-year-old can do it, maybe I can do it.
All right, ready to go? All right, we're drinking mimosas. Cheers. Cheers. Ah. Okay. All right, gotta keep moving here. The course is like empty now. There's like no one out here. It's just us. This is a tough point. To move forward, we're counting 20 seconds of running, which is more like shuffling at this point. And then we do 10 seconds of walking.
19, 18.
All right, let's give it 5 seconds and I'll walk for a little bit, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, we're still moving. 16 miles, 16. What does that mean?
10.
How many miles do we have left?
9.
Like, 14.
10.
Wait, we have 10 miles?
Yeah?
6.
You're wrecking this course.
5. 3. 2.
Keep counting.
1.
Look at this. Whoa, there's all of us. Hey, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. This is a lot of candy.
Look at all that.
Popsicle.
Strawberry.
Very nice.
Yeah. All right, how do you feel now? Any better?
Well, kind of, but I didn't want Mama to just ditch, so.
I know, we had to throw away some of the candy. We're not taking it all with us. All right, let's keep on going.
What do you mean some? That was the whole bag.
Sorry, well, you had some. Thank you. All right, let's go.
That was nice.
The training was hundreds of hours. Of going so slow. Working through Rainier's fears because he's facing the cold for the first time. Let's go. It's snowing pretty hard now. He's facing the mileage and pushing his body for the first time. Almost done 2 miles. He's facing the heat. We're gonna try and do 10 miles today, which is the longest training run. 9. And even falling down and picking himself up. And we've had times where he cried for hours. All right, so kind of like the worst thing that can happen happened. He like fell, dropped his popsicle, skinned his knee.
I just think.
I'll go get the
Thank you.
I want to fall.
I know you didn't want to fall, but it happened.
Hey, can I see your knee?
Hey, it doesn't mean like it doesn't mean you're not gonna make it, okay?
His scrape marks on his bib.
Hey, do you remember how like it hurts for a little bit and then it kind of stops hurting? Do you remember that? So that's gonna happen. If you're not put a band-aid, that's totally up to you.
And now he says he doesn't think he can finish.
Hey, do you remember how like it hurts for a little bit and then it kind of stops hurting? It's abnormal to run, even just in general, with your 6-year-old.
We're like aware of the long-term trauma it can cause to push a kid beyond what's healthy for them.
It's triply abnormal to run 26 miles with your 6-year-old.
I'm nervous.
This is hard. I hope that they don't call CPS, like, because that's actually happened to us. I mean, I do leave a little bit of room for him to quit.
It would suck to make it to mile 18 and not be able to finish. Do you think you're gonna be able to finish it?
Yeah, kinda not.
Failure to me would be like if Rainier didn't finish.
He might at one point just decide, you know what, this is just too much for me.
And I think when he says it's enough, it'll be like final enough.
Do you think Rainier is gonna finish the full marathon? Are you scared at all about running the full marathon?
Yeah, I'm kinda scared.
I think it's a question of when he reaches a certain point, if he still wants to.
But we're walking up to get a Band-Aid. Some lady offered us a Band-Aid.
It'll just be interesting to see like if we're all able to like kind of pull together and help him, or if we won't, maybe we won't be enough.
I'm not sure if I can do it.
Okay, the final question. Do you think Rainier will finish?
Yeah, I think he'll finish.
Yeah, I think Rainier's gonna finish.
Yes, I think he's gonna finish.
Yeah, I think he's gonna finish it.
I think he'll finish.
Yeah, I think he's gonna finish.
I think Rainier will finish.
I really hope he does because he's very competitive.
It's like a 50% chance I will and 50% chance I won't. Hopefully 30% chance I won't.
Kind of without question, actually.
It'll be pretty slow, but I still think he'll finish.
As long as he keeps moving forward and people keep him moving forward.
Especially if we're all there.
The biggest thing for him is gonna be the mental thing. Like, you can keep going.
I think his body is capable, but it's mostly like your mind.
I kind of think we might be able to like talk it through with him. Do you remember that? So that's gonna happen. I bet.
Still heal if I put a Band-Aid on?
Yeah, you can. It'll heal if you put a Band-Aid. It'll heal if you not put a Band-Aid. That's totally up to you.
Let's walk for a little bit, okay?
A marathon is more about like persistence and actual like hard labor, and so I think that's something that he has trained a lot for.
And I think he just has like a lot of people there that care about him and are able to like cheer him on and have run with him.
All right, well, what's your plan for the marathon day? Do you have any plans? What do you want to do, Rainier?
Well, I'm just gonna run and try my best. That's my plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard putting one foot in front of the other. Once they start shutting things down, there was a moment there where there was kind of like a gap in support. That was probably the hardest moment, where like the water was like running out and like there were like no tables anymore.
These are the water stations now. There's no more people. I think we're kind of on our own.
Remember at one point I had to go into like a bar and like ask to like refill my water bottle, and they like they did like eventually, but they weren't gonna let me do it at first if I didn't buy something.
This was the part of the marathon I was the most concerned about.
Okay, there's a smile that we always talk about. I started calling it like, basically, it's just kind of like hell.
Like there was a cutoff time of getting here by a certain time. Otherwise they close the course. But so far,
good job, Pam.
We're making it. Thank you. You'll see her there in a little bit, but just I'll tell her to wait for you. Hang in there, man. All right. All right, bye. Andy is still on the course. He's the last person.
A big concern of mine was they might tear down the finish line before I'm done.
I hope he makes it. Hey, Andy's still running. He's the last person.
Wait, he's the last person?
Yep.
So he's like way back?
He's way back.
He'd expressed a similar concern that I had, that well, what if we don't get there in time? You know, what if they tear down the finish line before I get there?
My friend Andy and I used to skate in high school.
I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. I also dealt with petit seizures when I was a kid. You know, teachers especially set low expectations for me, and I lived down to them for a long time. And the doctors, they would counsel my mom and say, look, you're going to need to lower your expectations. Your son's probably never going to be able to walk. You know, being somebody that like, you know, certain diagnoses, I feel like a weirdo or a monster or, you know, somebody on the sideline, because there was a lot of like not being included or like getting ditched when I was a kid.
Andy has never run before, but 4 months ago he contacted me and he said that he was so inspired to see Rainier training that he wanted to run his first marathon, the longest distance he'd ever run in his life.
And my mom just said, you know, Andy, you can do wherever you put your mind to, and I'm going to support you all the way.
And I'll never forget driving home with his mom, and his mom told me the doctors told me that Andy might never walk when he was a child.
So like I walked, and then when I started walking, they told her, okay, well, you know, I'll never be able to run. So then when I started running, they were like, well, okay, but you'll never be able to ride a bike. The bike thing was hard.
And we were both like crying because now Andy could skateboard.
This is a really hard section here. It's just in the sun, all on exposed pavement.
You're like on this like highway or freeway, and it's like super hot, and there's nothing sheltering you from the sun.
There's no shade, and it's just kind of like this straight section. I really want to get out of here kind of quick.
There's gonna be a shade.
Yeah, there'll be shade soon.
Yeah, we just gotta get through this section, buddy.
I came and listened to you guys talk. talk about your book a couple months ago.
Oh, at the brewery.
Yeah. Oh,
Great.
Yeah. So we're like, we know them. Yeah.
We're here. Awesome. He's doing it. All right. I can't tell if they took all the mile markers down or if we're just going so slow that it's been so long since we've seen one. Is there any part you're kind of scared or worried about or something you don't like? I mean, isn't running 26 miles like really hard?
I think running marathons has helped our kids and myself.
It's just given me a look into what people think is like and what I think is like impossible.
When people make a big deal out of something, it feels like there's like a big chance that you won't be able to do it.
And their reaction is just like, wow, that's crazy that you guys are doing that. Like I have never, you know, I'm like 50 years old and I've never run a marathon, never thought about it. I've always wanted to.
The most common reaction is like, oh, I can never do that. And that to me is always like, it kind of hurts to hear because it's like, well, I mean, that's what I thought too.
It's literally just takes like a day, not even like 6 hours to just, you know, run a marathon. You can say you've done it.
Since like I ran a lot, it gets easier and easier the more I run.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we must be on mile 17 coming up to 18, right? Because like, I know I haven't seen, I'm like, it's throwing me off, yeah. And you can see what your body can do, and you can see what your mind can do.
And like, when you want something, you can get it and it's possible.
I think those events in our life are really important in building like this inner self-confidence.
We got a cop behind us, following us. I'm not sure why.
I have a lot more like confidence, especially mentally.
And I feel like I have a lot of endurance in a lot of like other aspects in life.
He's doing some stretches.
That just really helped me out.
What'd you say?
That just really helped me out. Go away my sore.
If I like set my mind to do something and I, you know, want to do it, I can do it.
It's all like mental, like you can't like emphasize that enough.
20.
19, 18, 17.
Other things just are easier, but
once you do it, it's just like opens up. You're like, well, what else can I do?
So inspiring to watch him just totally like quit. Mentally, emotionally, he just gives up.
I can at least try.
And then he like goes again, like he, I don't know, he like picks himself back up, he like recovers, and he like comes back. And it's like almost like he's like stronger than before.
You know, and trying, in my opinion, isn't failure.
Hey, do you see where that police car is up there? That's where we can get off this road.
And then our walk, 16, 15.
There is something pretty special up here. Guess what there is? Another playground. What? Right up there. Ready?
I want to see it.
All right. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go this way.
19!
We're at mile 19?
We only have like 7 more miles to go.
That's like our run.
We only have a soil point to go.
That's right. All of our other kids are up ahead And I have not seen any of them in a long time. Who knows how far ahead they are. His friends came to see him. Go Rainier! Look at that!
So
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, you should have seen his face.
I run with him and I feel like he gets so much from the people that I'm hoping it'll be enough to like get us to the end.
You got it, Rainier. Good job, buddy. Soon, okay? You're doing great.
Thank you. Hey, tell me, what was it like seeing your friends?
I liked it. I wasn't expecting it.
It was so cool seeing our friends just up ahead. I didn't know they were gonna come, so we were super surprised. And as soon as Rainier saw them, knew it was them, he just like started like gunning ahead.
So Rainier, I just found out that police officer back there, he's gonna drive us all the way to the finish line, which means that's the end of the course, officially, I guess.
What?
See that? Look, that police officer right there.
So we're gonna cheat?
No, we're not cheating. No, he's driving behind us. He's not, we're not getting in the car, but that's the end right there. See?
Yeah, he's being a helper.
Look behind, behind. But as long as we stay ahead of him, we're fine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's run to the church steps. He's stretching, and the cops are there waiting for him. Do you have any idea what mile we're at?
You are in between mile 21 and 22 at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're almost to mile 22.
So that means we're only, we almost have like 3 more miles left.
4.
Yeah, once we get to 22,
No!
we'll have 4 more. We just got directed onto the sidewalk because they're reopening the roads. So we can still finish. It's a straight shot into Cincinnati. And I think we're good. They said they're keeping the finish line open. They're keeping the finish line open for you.
Wait, so we have unlimited time?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so we can walk.
Yeah, do whatever you want. These miles here are very slow, but I don't know, spirits are high. How you feeling? He's stopping to stretch a lot and just kind of like sit down. But as long as we, I think, give him enough breaks, I don't see like why we wouldn't finish this. All right, we were just told this is mile 22. Oh, don't spit it on yourself. Oh, you got it on yourself. Do you see those buildings through the trees?
I feel like white buildings.
That's downtown Cincinnati. No, through there. Yeah, behind those trees. So that's where we're running. That's the finish line. All right, ready right now?
Oh, my legs hurt pretty bad.
The pain is pretty undescribable.
It's like weird, like pains I just don't usually feel. But also pretty normal from what I'm used to feeling at the end here.
You come to know parts of your body that you just like didn't even know exist.
My knees are the first thing to like really bug me, where they just like get so sore. They just like cramp up.
The top of my feet.
My calves sometimes.
I'm feeling bad.
You're feeling bad? Yeah, but we're so close.
And my legs like burn.
And even your arms get sore from doing this.
and your feet just feel like jello.
We're so close, aren't we? We're so close, so let's just keep going.
When you're with people, it's just easier to joke and like forget the pain if you're like talking.
All right.
Embrace the suck.
Keep going until
Keep running through the pain. We'll be there soon.
Okay, we just found these on the ground. We're thinking they're from the universe. Cherry, 50 milligram caffeine.
It smells good.
All right.
Not bad. I like a gummy bear.
All right, we got a popsicle. Great, thank you. All right, one more caffeine thing.
No, not one more.
Well, I don't know if I want you to have any more. I know there's more left, but all right.
Gummy. Squishy.
I know. Okay, let's go.
It's fun to play.
All right. All right, there's some sort of bus here. I don't know who this is for. We got water, thank you. All right. How many miles?
2 miles. 2 miles left. 24 down, 2 to go.
Around mile 24, I just feel like you're just like barely making it.
This is the worst, but good, but bad. And really sore.
Yeah.
You're like hobbling. You're like, this will be a complete miracle if I cross the finish line.
Hey, 2 miles left.
So, there was a whole group of people.
Yeah, they're our kids.
Yeah.
He's our youngest.
Okay. Yeah.
What's it like watching your brother and sisters run?
I mean, sometimes it can feel like I'm slower than them. I'm kind of leaving out.
Yeah, there were 5 of them?
Yep.
5 of them.
Okay.
So they're all up ahead.
They were, they went by a few minutes ago.
Okay, yeah.
I know, they've been waiting a while.
Thank you. Little ice jackpot. What should we do with this ice? Put one in your mouth. That's how you feel? Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is just like 100% slog fest right now. Do you know what a slog is? A slog is when you're just pushing forward, but you don't feel good like at all. Is that us? Yeah. Yeah. We are just moving, taking breaks, trying to get up from the breaks until the next break, basically. Who do you see up there?
Wait, who is that?
Who is that?
I think running with a family is like really motivational.
All right, we haven't seen a kid in miles. There's one, she's cheering you on.
They're up there. Yeah. He kept saying, where's my sibling?
Memory went to mile 25 and then she came back to help with Rainier.
Yeah. There's like these like epic moments. There's these inside jokes.
Just came across a Ziploc of nerd balls. Here you go.
Those are Ashley's.
All right.
No, I don't think they are. I thought so too, but I was there with her when
And it just makes it so much easier. And it makes it worthwhile for me.
Dude, actually, these are really squishy.
Yeah.
We also cheer each other on in the family, like, good job, keep going.
All right, we see more family members cheering. When I see my pack of kids running together with matching uniforms, it makes me so proud. Like, I want to cry.
Like, these are like my kids and like this is my family. And
I know like how much work has gone into every single one of them getting there.
This didn't like come by accident. Like, we created this.
And there was like tears and training and hundreds of hours of maturing.
And it's also kind of cool that it's like, oh, we must like each other enough to want to do something like this together.
All right, Rainier.
Oh.
Everyone waited for you.
have to run on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all like there for each other.
It feels so like almost like a cheat.
Here I have children that I used to like help, you know, in a very tangible way to run and to run these marathons. Now, like, they're like better and fitter than I am.
Thank you so much.
There's a Gatorade.
Oh, thank you for staying.
Thank you.
And like, if anything, they might be helping me.
There's no other people I'd want to do hard things with.
Thank you. Much. Love it. That's amazing. Yeah, just leave it. Yeah.
Thank you. We're at mile 25. He's running fast now. We got this tiny strip, so our times are still official, huh? Thank you. Yeah, race is still official so far. We're still in it. We beat the time.
Yeah, of course, because they added extra time.
I have been like on call with all my faculties for 8 hours, and really in a way for months.
There's the yellow bridge. Dude, we are gonna do this.
He works super duper hard on him. His attention span is a lot less. It's just like...
You do it this way, but you actually go down this way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Remember, like, walking down, so we're gonna go this way at the end of the building.
You're so right, actually. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. He remembers cheering us on from the sidelines, yeah. He's telling us stories about when he was here watching us finish, and he remembers sitting here cheering us on.
I remember, like, walking in, I was wearing dove coat because I was too cold.
Running a marathon is kind of a big thing, but it's all over in one day.
Almost to the finish line.
Yeah, but we need to hold hands.
I know, we'll hold hands, don't worry.
This does.
They're right up there waiting for us.
Oh, dude.
So much can happen in that space of time.
I think we're doing one final stretch.
You want to stretch.
You know what? I actually do.
Because once we take this turn, I think we're gonna see the finish line.
I see a finish line.
You see it?
It's like that blue flag.
It's right there. There it is.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Man, if Rainier crosses that finish line, even if it's like 10 hours later, I'll be so excited for him. So fun and contagious, like looking at all the kids' faces, because everyone's just like beaming.
It's just like you're in a movie, like tears fill your eyes. You're just like all together, you've done this hard thing.
And just like, you know, you kind of feel like you gotta celebrate.
You're like, I did this. I guess I just feel kind of like proud and happy.
He's so proud of himself. Like, I can tell, like, it's really boosting his confidence.
I'll be so excited for him that he can look back on this and say like, I did that.
I'm like, I accomplished this.
And like relief. It's like a lot of relief.
The parents of a 6-year-old are facing criticism.
Spectators at this marathon in Ohio were taken aback.
Why did you let your 6-year-old join you in the marathon?
That is just too young to run 26 miles.
Sparking a nationwide social media outcry.
A lot of the medical guidance, as you know, recommends against it.
This type of physical exertion can take a toll on a child's health.
Experts say children's growth plates aren't fully developed.
I'm worried about electrolyte abnormalities.
Even two-time Olympic long-distance runner Kara Goucher weighing in. A 6-year-old who's struggling physically does not realize they have the right to stop and should.
Every 3 minutes, he cried.
Heat stroke.
Dehydration, exhaustion.
It could be dangerous.
Nausea, vomiting.
Or even worse,
some kind of permanent damage.
We don't recommend marathon distance running for kids.
Everything about Rainier running a marathon is completely
wrong. Some accusing the parents
of child abuse.
Certainly with my sons, when they were 6, I would never have put them into a marathon.
Little kids are not physically developed. As Child Protective Services confirms it is investigating some complaints.
And it's surprising that race organizers or somebody didn't step in.
Maybe this wasn't the best idea.
That's true.
They're cleaning up the finish line now.
It's purely fun for me now, like, because even like though it sucks, like it's not fun the entire way, it's just the purpose I'm doing it for is fun and like motivation, and it's just an event, like, and it's been really cool to like inspire others, like to like just kind of see it the same way.
Does my hair look good?
Howdy, my name's Kate and I'm from Houston, Texas. The Crawford kids inspired me earlier this year to run my first 5K at the annual Houston Rodeo Run.
Hi, my name is Allison Korn. I'm from Vermont. I was inspired by the Crawford kids to take my own kids, who were 9 and 12 at the time, on a through hike of Vermont's Long Trail, almost 300 miles.
We are the Hoolahans.
My name's Dave Munson.
My name is Ashley Banks.
My name is Robert.
Emily.
Anya. Snary.
My name is Lindsay Gaffney. My husband's name is Pat.
This is Remy.
And this is Tino.
Hi, my name is Sloan.
Hi, I'm Sydney and I'm from Crosby, Minnesota.
My name is Danielle Fogelsang.
I'm Alicia.
Jamie Hoffpower.
Greg Martini from Bellevue, Kentucky.
I am from Maryland.
Wenatchee, Washington. Portugal.
Cary, North Carolina.
Clintonville, Wisconsin.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Greenville, South Carolina.
I'm Cyrus and I'm from India.
I had quit running for health reasons, and I never thought that I would run again.
When I was in a weird spot in my life.
I was diagnosed with colon cancer.
Seeing kids my age do things I never thought were possible was super inspirational.
I watched the Crawfords.
And I thought, wow, they can do it. I can do it.
I think I can finish 1 hour on the treadmill.
Watching them run and seeing that they were able to do it made me have more confidence in myself and in my body.
And it made me want to try it too. They inspire me to be a better person.
These kids were the reason why I realized I could do whatever the hell I want.
So I decided to start out on my own running journey.
I have been hiking long distances.
2 months later, I ran a full half marathon.
I'm celebrating my birthday by running my own age, which is 25 kilometers, almost half a marathon.
I went out and I ran for the first time in almost a decade.
It inspired me to begin walking more.
And I was inspired to run
My first 5K.
And several 10Ks and even my first half marathon.
15 kilometers,
My first marathon.
which is 9 point something miles.
My first 5K, half marathon, and marathon.
I ran my first marathon with the Crawfords.
The half marathon that I'm running in June.
2 marathons, 2 half marathons, and 1 ultra marathon.
My own trail here in Wisconsin, the Ice Age Trail.
Okay. Ready?
And hike the Appalachian Trail sometime before I'm 30.
Gave me the courage to start my own through hike.
Get more active in our lives.
Just completed my first marathon with my son Asher.
I have a different mindset.
And I've been running 5 days a week for 2 years now. And seeing the Crawford kids run a 24-hour race inspired me to organize a 12-hour race in my community.
It's more than just about time, but it's also about going out there and having fun. At that time, I was 335 pounds. I am now 285 pounds. I went from walking a mile a day to being able to do 20 miles in a day.
Thank you, Crawford family, for inspiring me.
That family is truly inspiring to me.
I'm Andy Sherman. I'm from Seattle, Washington. So yeah, I mean, it was mile 25 and, we're like in the home stretch. At this point, like, there's like nobody left. Like the event's over. Like the workers are like itching to break this thing down. I gave myself like 3 different goals. My first goal was to like finish with you guys. And then like my second goal was to cross the finish line before they tear it down. And then my third goal was to just like do the miles, even if they tear it down.
All right, there is only one thing left to do. What are we doing?
Going to find Andy.
We're gonna go get Andy.
And like, holy shit, around the corner is like, out of nowhere, come like you and Falia.
We found him.
I don't know if he was running today or not. After you guys ran a marathon, that you guys have like come back for me and like run the last section with me. That was like huge. Yeah, I was just overwhelmed, tears of joy. I just felt really accepted. I think it was really healing. To me, it was an action that said, Andy's one of us, and like that meant something. Because that's like what I wanted. Yeah, dude. So then when I saw the finish line,
You can run next to him, Flea.
the whole crew is together and like cheering me on. My eyes are getting watery and I'm trying to fucking hold it together. And then Rainier fucking sees me and just bolts into a full-blown sprint. Just the look on his face, he's just lit up, just full of joy. He's so stoked to see me. And I just started bawling. Yeah, I felt really loved.
What would you say if people said, kids can't run marathons?
I would say, yes, they can. You just never seen one run a marathon before.
My goal would be to like actually be able to run and keep up with you guys next time, and keep up with everybody, including the younger ones.
The benefits far outweigh the potential risk.
Teaching children endurance and overcoming difficulties is great.
I think you've been quite persuadable, actually. Yeah, because in the end, you know your child better than anybody else.
What would happen in the world if every single one of us sat down with our kids and said, let's set a goal so big that you can't achieve it without help and love and support?
I actually think I've come round to your way of thinking. I do, actually, and I didn't think I would.
He thinks he'll do more.
We're watching.
Thank you, Will.
You know what? Who's to say that a 60-year-old, if they want to do it, can't do that?
He's already run one more than me.
Exactly.
Thank you, Will.
It's reflecting.
What would you say if people said, kids can't run marathons?
I'm pretty sure no one's gonna say that.